Sorry about that random cut. But yeah, the prison is going to be really hard to try and escape. Bedrock walls, as well as really dark cave, dude. And if mob spawning is on, good luck. Over here is a watchtower, which is where I love to do a little prank. If anyone's nearby enough, I can push a button on a dispenser and will fire an arrow to their face. One of my older coupler, which I think is still coupled up to me, built Patrick's Rock and SpongeBob's Pineapple. And this is actually pretty creative because, well, obviously we cannot open up the rock, so we just have to add a door. And another one of my friends built this. Unfinished, but well, can't do much anyways. It's gonna be gone due to this account not working properly anymore. Princess Hope built these two lovely things. As well, so this admin house is also part of it. We were realizing that there's only wall. But some of you would also realize that there's actually a little bit of glitchiness inside of the rendering of the shadows due to these blocks being fake. So here's a storage room, bedroom, and a living room. And there used to be like couches and stuff, but well, may have killed. Well, I say killed them. Huh? It's a super sponge. What? Look at a new item to this Okay. A new item, I guess. But yeah, these are the things I was talking about. Which acts just like normal entities because you can just spawn them in. As well as kill them.
Players cannot be killed while they are in creative mode. Kill random colors, swilfit, 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 swilfit. Players cannot be killed while they are in creative mode. Kill random colors, swilfit, 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 random colors, swilfit.
So yeah. There's also these artworks too. But I do not know what this is supposed to mean. Like, I don't get it. Like, does that mean that there's no love for this person here? Like, I just don't get it. There's also this house here, which is kind of a copy of from this house, but it's built by there's massive space in here. Of course, all of these are empty due to yeah. Was it why this person not realized that does not work? Guessing there used to be like secret stuff in there. As well as a attic here, well, second floor and attic. Yeah, I really had to open up every one of these to realize that they're empty.
Players cannot be killed while they are in creative mode. Kill decorated pot, decorated pot, decorated pot, decorated pot.
Here's some zodiac signs of me and a few of my friends and couplers, and how they kind of look like. And here's the ticket office. Sadly, they do not sell any more tickets because all of the trains are not working anymore. This tower is actually with all these different items to be, well, I guess killed. Dropped items can be killed. Isn't that right, Bedrock?
Players cannot be killed while they are in creative mode. Kill Bedrock.
And here's Amy Cross' house. I kind of had to disobey the rule because, well, you know why. This world is gonna be gone. Nice little area we can go into the roof and train spot. I forgot to. Guys, just a normal book. Never mind. Don't know what this is supposed to be. Like, is this supposed to be a marriage car or something? Over here, I'm gonna say this. It looks like a shoe. It's just the way how it's built. There used to be arrows in here. This is what it's like hiding underneath here. It's just those hearts. And here's like there are a museum of like different items. One thing which I love to be building with is the heavy core, especially the sounds. Like this small block sounds really heavy. It's almost like the same idea with anvils on how heavy they get placed down. But when they are mined up, they do not sound heavy. Prepare to
Players cannot be killed while they are in creative mode. Kill decorated off, fake birch planks, heavy core.
This is all the colors of my friends and couplers' favorite colors. So I like blue, Princess Hope likes purple, Amy Croft, as well as Mackenzie 039503 likes pink. Cloud, as I like to call her, likes the color of white. And not going to explain who this is supposed to be. I think, is this the only house I need to look at? I think it is. Now there's one more way up there. Over here is just a room which has been built up, but sadly, no more because it's going to be destroyed. Due to the same reasons I keep on telling you all about. Anyways, there's a really cool feature with this. If you were to sprint and then fly after, look at how fast I'm going up. Make sure you keep on sprinting while you start on fly mode, or it would not work. There used to be a maze here, but I took away the maze due to no one needs to have to use the maze. I did trying to start scrapping this early, but I'm thinking why not just get all the laughter first in a video. Because I really love it when I break something with /KillerE on, and all I hear is this.
Players cannot be killed while they
Like,
are in creative mode. Kill green torch, green torch, green torch, green torch.
Why does it make me laugh? Who knows? Not me. Yeah, this is heaven. What was this rule supposed to be? Well, I would be breaking possibly every rule. Well, at least one. Since because I'll be destroying this eventually once I get my new computer. So once you are completed what you need to do up here, you can now fall down to the slam blocks. And that's all the houses being showcased. The rest of the things are going to be trains. So buckle up. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you something as well. That place where I shown you it's staying open. Where is that leading to? That's right. It's my house. In case you want to visit or do something with me, like snuggle. So now, it's time for me to show you all of my trains. I pull here because when. Anyways, graveyard. Yeah. And some information too. So one of the times I was speaking to Hope, and we were talking about death and all the things we were trying to do with Hope's mum. I'm not actually going to do it, but yeah. And one of those things I think was perfect. Actually, no, this was actually about Cora when she started to become Hope's bully. I built this train car, and it's abandoned it here. So instead of it being colored orange and black for the SPT livery, it's now black and rust. This massive bash here when the crane was going to dig in, but then cancelled because it had to be here abandoned, and even the hinges not looking good. These rails. No brakes. So now it's time for history. I could show you like how I did before. So here's my very first train built. I know I skipped a few things here, like the train is actually supposed to be made of coal blocks, but at the time my inventory was too full, so I couldn't have coal blocks. The gangways obviously is the basic. The windows cannot be opened. The doors are just these the swinging type and not sliding. I was going to add in another train car, but I guess that plan was cancelled. Anyways, then we go into the next model. Everything the same but different wheels. Because how on earth are these bogies? Like, I know those are connected, but that's only for the truck, not for the train. So real bogies have been added in. We got first ScotRail class 156 coupled up to ScotRail. Why not? Then we've got in the next model, everything the same on the inside, but gangways and everything else has been different. There's now a cow catcher here. The windows are still not able to open. On the inside of this train, we can see the inside is actually painted the wrong colors. Yeah, since blocks how since because Minecraft is blocks, we can't paint different sections. So I cannot do this. This will take up too much space. We need to add them seats somewhere. So this train is only allowed a 1+1 seating layout. Meaning, one seat here, and an aisle in the middle. So yeah. this is completely wrong. It's supposed to be like white on the inside for every ScotRail, actually for most of the trains. This is also a little bit sketchy as well. Normally this is actually built with iron doors to keep everyone out, but the thing is, what's even more tricky is that while using iron doors, it's not really the best. So let's say you're standing here and you've accidentally pushed the lever to close this door on both sides of the train. You're gonna be trapped on this gangway until someone saves you at the next stop. Another thing, realize how that this has a trapdoor on it, because with iron bars you can stand on them, but there is massive holes. You're now on the coupler and well, I can trap myself. But anyways, yeah, the gangways are really temperamental. And not only that, but wrong, because it's supposed to be solid blocks, not this. If we use solid blocks, then the driver will not be able to see out. So while I am walking along, notice the difference between one train and the next. Yep, the train is different here. They brought in accurate doors now, which open and close sliding. They've got windows that can open and close. These gangways do not have to be built out of iron bars, as a wall is now placed in. Due to it being a different model, the windows are now on the sides, how they should be. And when I was talking about that one mod, the Minecraft Create mod, this is possibly the model train I could actually use before it starts to get hideous. Like, this is the perfect one. How am I going to do it? With full blocks? Nope. I'm going to do it with like modified trapdoors. I did have a model between this train and the next model, but it's over here abandoned because it looks a little bit hideous. This is what happens if you widen the train but do not make it how they should be, taller as well. Not only that, but it's kept the same wheels, so it doesn't make sense. There's small wheels on a big frame. Yeah. This model did not make it look good. I built this model from one of my other friends which I used to have, which I used to be friends with. Now they are gone. And I've upgraded my trains to how they look today. This is what happens if you stretch the models from just being long, from being this wider to wide and taller. This is a lot more better than I think. The Class 156 really looks awesome here for me. They got the BSI coupler, accurate, the cow catcher, big oak bogies, separate areas for the driver's cab and dispatcher, no, conductor. Got workable head and tail lights. This train is the best. They got nice wide windows, sliding windows and doors, and with this add-in too, so you can lift up the just like how the dispatchers do it, conductors. Like the Class 156 here looks possibly the best out of all the other trains I've built. But sadly, since Minecraft Create only have like small bogies, this model is possibly not allowed to be on the tracks until they make bigger bogies, which are like this big. So yeah, that's how the history of from their trains. And possibly how they've gotten better over time. So, now for these other models. I've built these two railway cars for my mum's and stepfather's marriage. My stepfather likes the color red and 60 years old, so I made an idea to make him out of the British Rail Mark 1 carriage with the British Rail red livery. Well, my mum, who's a lot more younger, British Rail Mark 3 carriage and coloured purple. That's what I like to call the Train of Coupler. Now we have the Train of Love, built by the Class 156s. There was going to be much more Class 156s before, well, this happened. But yeah, Class 156, 443, and 458. 458 being ScotRail for me, 443 being Northern for Hope. When the trains are coupled up, this actually looks so cool. I love the idea how this is popped out just a bit more to make it look like the gangways are really springy, how they should be. Now we walk into the inside of this train. Remember I was talking about head and tail lights? Also got this connected to the gangways. Yeah. Copper bulbs is supposed to be the best block to use if you want to use the idea of this. I used to have a much more older version of this massive model of train using the redstone lamps. I used to have levers. Once the lever is pushed, this would actually stay open. It's only when I turn the headlight off, I have to automatically do it. Now with the copper trap, now with the copper bulbs, this is manual. Maybe when it turns on or off. Now let's see if you recognize something different as I walk along the train. What happened to the carpets? Why is it now purple and not light blue? Yeah, due to the train being possibly the same model, I'll just use this, like, I guess the same carpet design from one train to the other. When I was talking about when automatic and manual, it's like this. Having to open up this door, this stays open. Close the door. Now we have next door is a class 314. 314 or 214. Hence with my favorite train number. Well, if we're going to show you the horn. Yeah, most of my trains would have the same horn. It looks more like a bee, more than Strathclyde. Run this here from the pantograph. Pantograph. Class 318 is actually unfinished. It's supposed to be 318262. Where do you think I got the number from? Totally not the train we smashed through logs. It is. Okay, fine. Although you may have realized that this is load. Just like real life. Because that's where the pantograph is at. If only if these doors can open like double-sided at the same time. But don't worry, with the Minecraft Create, it can happen. Only for my movable trains. Yeah, it's still weird how this looks like it should be able to move, but it doesn't. Next up is class 214-001. Class 214, referencing class this train. Because they actually use the same front. The biggest difference is how smaller the carriage is, and it's also diesel powered. But everything is always the same, like they got the same horns, the same cabs, everything. But the next train, which this train is actually coupled up to, class 150-456, referencing class 156-456, especially with its first ScotRail livery. This would be what I'd like to call the Train of Friends, Part 1. You might remember me building this model. Well, actually, not only me, but Princess Hope, Tokocat, and Mackenzie all built, well, a model similar to this. I did upgrade the walls and everything else to how it should look like the class 156. With the same like cowcatcher and coupler, gangways and all. This train is actually the same model from my older world. Well, of course it's gone due to, I remember me scrapping the class 315. Yep. There was also a moment where there was also a kitchen and a bathroom. A kitchen and a restroom here. Yeah, it's now removed and it's now turned into the engine room instead. So in here is just like a normal car, but it's also going to be very quiet due to this car not having the engine. Next train is not built by me. It was actually built by Princess Hope. It's the ICE train from Deutsche Bahn, and I've added in this notification saying it's over 30 years old, and it's actually due to be scrapped eventually. The interior has like checkered pattern, pretty cool looking gangways. But this is, I thinking that this might be Princess Hope's first ever train, mostly built, actually the second, built entirely by herself. But yeah, I added in the bogies. I think this bogie I did not, actually no, I did not add in all of the bogies. The one which I did add, I think it was the one in the middle. Next train, or actually the last few trains, well, there's also one more there. I'll get to it. Yeah, this train you can tell is possibly my next favorite one if ScotRail were to color this train Pride. I know that pink is not actually inside of the rainbow, but since this is like 7 layers and not 6, I have to add in an extra layer somewhere, so that'll have to do. But yeah, this train had a really tragic entry. You can tell how this train is completely smashed. And all the wheels are just falling off. Because Class 156, 457, a normal ScotRail train, smashed right into this train that I rebuilt from my old friend, which is now gone, Adam. This train completely smashed right into it. The brakes failed, but luckily that the train did not derail, nor had any more damage than how it did. The train is now repaired and in this special livery to make sure that it is special for surviving the crash. not only the exterior, but also the interior in this rainbow pattern, which I really like. You can tell how creative you can do with Minecraft. You can build a class 156 train and just modify it to whatever you like to have. The reason how this is still like ScotRail, you can kind of see it. Where the Saltire, so the entire background is going one way, while the Saltire livery, the Saltire from the front of the train is going in reverse. That's how you know that's built by ScotRail. Still. So there's all this purple up here. Oh, there's a pink here. From down here. Like. Creativity 9000 is here. You can tell how much I love the class 156. It's my first favorite train of all time. Especially since I possibly name everyone after the class 156. So there actually used to be a different house over here, partly built by Amy Croft. I was going to go down here to actually hide all the different colors of trains. Actually, hold on. Cloud like filled up the house with her different items that she likes to add in to make the house hers instead. Anyways, then we had a really big fight and gone so critical that I was actually stuck in this corner. Did not know if I should move because Cloud is right there, like staring me down and just shouting into me. Then Princess Hope actually did stay to me. She actually saved me that time, saying I'm the admin, I can do whatever I like to do. So as the admin myself, I did what I had to do. Completely annihilate the entire house. Since it is made of wood, I can burn it up quickly. Then she left, and I had to do something for me and her. So I did this. That I called Cloud 15641. Because of this train right here. This is 15641. Remember when I said that she likes the color of white? That's exactly what I did in the regional rail livery. I know that there's other colors, but there's more. I think there's more white than any other. I emptied out the entire car so that people can just add in random signs like anywhere they like. I just add in their memories on what they used to do on this world. Because this world was actually once my very own realm. But yeah, I needed to pay for rent. And I was too delayed, and now here I am without it. You'll also realize something a bit more different too. What happened to the door? Normally whenever I open up the door, I have to open up here. That's it. Well, I did. Opened up the entire door. This must be the reason why I did not open up this massive door, because it looks like that this wall has been pushed in, well, looks like it's just gone pushed in without this wall moving. Like that's how it should be. But I don't know. It doesn't look right to me. Anyways, that was the tour of this entire place. There was another base, but it's now gone. I completely dismantled the nether base because I'm not going to go in there to make a video of me destroying it. When everything should be in the overworld. Now that you know where everything is, I guess I can show you where all the center of the trains can be. At least from here. So it's 18 for this car and all day long. 0. 16. Between 34 and 35. And 52. This is located at 3845 for the center. 58. 44, 58. 54, 49, 54. I got this. Or the cables. If you want to know where these houses are, just follow the numbers where the cables are going to. And just note that the y-axis is actually all the way down at the bottom. You don't have to build it exactly where they should be, but if you want to, you can do it like where all this can be. You can build any of these houses wherever you like. So why not I actually do the thing which I used to do in the past? Okay, fine, I will. So 4 blocks, double doors, 4 blocks on one side. $11 blocks. Yeah. I feel like that's going to be a little too much, so I might just circle around these just to show you instead. You might know what they look like anyways. But you know what? I'll just do it anyways. But anyways, I'm guessing I just done enough. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the scrap videos. Or if I were to record more of the of my Train Sim World routes of the new timetable. Anyways.